What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trey Sense here. All right, this is a subscriber's request video. I was asked to do a review on the House of Jordan, or the fragrances that I have from the House of Jordan, and that's what I'm gonna do. Let's get right into it. No further ado, let's start talking about these bad boys. All right, the first one that I'm going to talk about, and it just happens to be my scent of the day, and it is Flight Sport. Now, this is a good fragrance. The only thing I don't like about this is the spray is a little sucky, and it sprayed good that time. This is a very, very light fragrance. I read some reviews, and they said it reminded them of something from Chanel. I'm not sure, because I only have one Chanel fragrance, and it's blue. So I really don't know. But what I do know is this is a very nice little fragrance. It's very sneaky. It's very light. It's very airy. It's very refreshing. Speaking of light, it reminds me of Eternity Aqua. Yeah, and Perry Ellis Aqua. Not Aqua Extreme, but Perry Ellis Aqua. Whole nother ball game, though. Not going to get too much into those fragrances. But what it does remind me of are those fragrances. It's very light, very airy. I could see this being an office scent, believe it or not. I know you probably think Michael Jordan Flight, you know, sporty. It is a little sporty. This could also be worn to the gym. I could see this being worn day or night. I think it's more of a daytime scent, though. It doesn't have that oomph that I like from a nighttime fragrance, but it is a nice fragrance. It does smell good, a little bit citrusy. I think there's bergamot or something that I smell in it. It's not really spicy. It is definitely fresh. I can also see this being a fresh out of the shower scent, or something that you wore right before you went to bed. Definitely safe, definitely for the office. I wouldn't necessarily wear this on a date night, unless it was somebody that I was dating on a regular. I would, but first date, no, I wouldn't do it. I would wear it to the office, and I would definitely wear it to the gym, because it's just a safe, fresh scent. Okay, that's Flight Sport by Michael Jordan. That's one fragrance that I have. Okay, this next one is probably my favorite from the house, and it is Michael Jordan 23. This is a nice fragrance. Now, this bottle is a little bit similar to the original Michael Jordan, but I think it has a basketball in the middle or something. So don't get it confused with that one. Look for the 23. It has a big 23 on the box and 23 on the bottle. This is really nice. This is a nice fragrance. I highly recommend this fragrance. This is very versatile. I would wear this on a date night. This is probably the most versatile fragrance from the house. This is a date night fragrance. It's a gym scent. It's an office scent. It's a running errand scent. I mean, it's versatile. What it reminds me of in the dry down is Acqua di Gio. Very, very similar to Acqua di. This is more fruity than Acqua di. Where Acqua di is citrusy, this is fruity. It's melon note. It's got a watermelon note in there, and you can smell it. But it dries down, and it kind of becomes sea salty. I wore this on vacation at the beach a lot last year. Pretty much, I think I wore this every day, especially if we did something during the day. I wore something different in the evening, but daytime I wore this a lot, and I like it. It's a good fragrance. Price point on this. Excuse me, guys. Price point on this. This is a 100 ml bottle, and the price point on this one is about $15 to $16. I've seen the 100. This is the 100 ml. I've seen the 50 ml for about $9 or $10. So don't overpay for this if you see it. But if you see this around the $15, $16 mark, I highly recommend you pick it up. That's Michael Jordan 23. Again, very similar to Acqua di Gio, or Acqua di Gio, however you say that. Just a nice, fresh, melony, aquatic-y type fragrance. Very, very nice. Forgot to mention the price point on this one. I'm trying to think. I've had this for so long. I'm trying to think. I think I paid around $15 to $20 for this one. This is Flight Sport. There's another one that I don't have it. It's just called Flight, and this one is red. It is black. I've read good reviews about it as well. I just don't have it in my repertoire. Probably the most famous cologne from the house of Michael Jordan is this, and this is Jordan legend, Michael Jordan legend. And this is just like it looks, syrupy. It's a gourmand. That's nice. It's nice. I'm not going to even lie. This is a very nice fragrance. It does not smell cheap, nor does this one or this one. This does not smell cheap at all. It actually smells of high quality, syrupy. I don't particularly care for that silhouette looking thing. It looks kind of cheesy, but good juice, very syrupy, very sweet. Definitely a date night fragrance. Very sophisticated, very gourmandish. I recommend this. I think you would impress somebody if they smell this on you. They would think you spent a lot of money on a cologne. This gets compared a lot to Bond No. 9 New Harlem, I think, and Rochas, man, I think are the two that it's compared to the most. But let me tell you, this bad boy is nice. And I picked this up at Burlington Coat Factory in Huntsville, and I paid like $12 for it. I haven't seen it there in a while, but if I see it, I will pick it up, and we'll figure out what we're going to do with it later. You got a lot of people always wanting to trade me stuff. Guys, I'm not good at the trading. I'm better at buying. I'm just, I'm trying to work out a few trades with a few of my subscribers, but I'm just not good at it. I'm better at just saying how much you want for it, and then, sending you your money and whatever. But this is a nice fragrance nonetheless. Very sweet, very syrupy, very gourmandish. About $12 to $15 for 100 ml. Yeah, and you're in a good price range if you do that. And this is Michael Jordan Legend, probably the most popular and most well-known and most talked about fragrance from the house. All right, moving along to one of my favorites from the house. I'm gonna give this a spray so I can recall it. This one reminds me, this is called Michael Jordan Balance, and it reminds me a lot of Kenneth Cole. That smells nice. This also could be considered a gourmandish type fragrance. It's very, well, wait a minute. This reminds me of Kenneth Cole Reaction. Very melony, very sweet, nice, just a nice, well-balanced fragrance. I'll give it another spray here. It smells really nice. It's getting on my arm anyway. It smells really, really good. Yeah. If you've smelled Kenneth Cole Reaction and you like it, then you'll like this. Now, they're similar. They're not the same fragrance. They're similar. But this is a very nice, fresh, melony type of fragrance. Very nice. And this is Michael Jordan Balance. And this was about $7.99, I think, is what I paid for that. And honestly, you can't go wrong. The only thing I hate about these fragrances, honestly, is you can't really find a lot of information on them. You can find a note breakdown, but there's not a lot of talk about them. So there's just not a lot of talk about them. But this is Jordan Balance. I like it. I do recommend it. This is a nice gym scent. This is a nice running errand scent. It's a nice fresh out of the shower fragrance. It's a lot of things you can do with this bad boy. It does smell good. It does not smell cheap or inexpensive. The bottle design, I think, is supposed to be like a championship trophy, and that is a little bit cheesy, but nevertheless, it's all about the juice in here. And as you see, I've worn it. I reach for this a lot in the summer. I mean, they're good colognes to wear when you have days where you just don't have a lot to do. They're good for that. You can wear them anywhere you want to. I would wear that. I could see that being worn to the office. I could see that being worn doing anything during the day where the temperature's hot and you're running some errands. It's got a little bit of a gourmandish vibe to it. It's a little bit syrupy. It's very sweet, a little bit syrupy, a little bit melony. Just a nice, well-blended fragrance. I think you would like it if you tried it out. Okay, another one from the Trophy House line. And this is probably my least favorite of the group. This is Jordan Energy. And it smells good. It does. It doesn't smell bad at all. But what it is it's a orangey type of fragrance. Yeah, very orangey, very citrusy. Not bad. Not a bad fragrance at all. At all. Again, as you see, I've worn about half the bottle. So, I mean, I'm not just, I think I used to layer this with Axe Dark Temptation to get that chocolatey orange type of vibe going on. I know that sounds crazy, but it worked for me. Hey, what can I say? But this is very orangey, very citrusy, nice fragrance. I would definitely, this is definitely not a nighttime fragrance. This is definitely not anything dressed up or sophisticated. This is something very light, very casual. You're going to play basketball with the homeboys, or running down to the car wash, or just, something laid back, casual. This fits it perfect. Very, very citrusy. It is a nice fragrance. Again, I wouldn't do anything dressed up in this. Keep it simple, very casual, very laid back, relaxed. Maybe going to a barbecue or something like that. I could see that being thrown on. That is Michael Jordan Energy. And again, price point on that bad boy is about $7. What can I say? All right. Another one of my favorites from the house of Michael Jordan, and that is Drive. Michael Jordan Drive. And this is another good one. I'm going to tell you exactly what this one smells like. This smells just like Nautica Voyage. It is almost 100% Nautica Voyage. If not, very similar. So if you like Nautica Voyage and you're just tired of wearing it, or you just want to be able to say, hey, I'm wearing something different, then get Michael Jordan Drive. This smells almost identical to Nautica Voyage. And you see I've knocked the dent out of it. I have an old bottle of Nautica Voyage with the metal top, so I don't wear it a lot because they say it's different from the plastic top. I don't know. I'm going to have to buy me one with the plastic top so I can wear it, because that juice smells amazing. But as you see, I've almost went through this bottle, and I like it. I like it a lot. It smells really good, nice, refreshing fragrance. Very clean, very aquatic, very masculine, very cool, very smooth. Nautica Voyage is what this smells like. And this is Michael Jordan Drive. So if you've seen this and you thought, I wonder what that smells like, now you know. It smells like Nautica Voyage. $7.99, it's even cheaper than Nautica Voyage. So you can spray your little heart out. Now, I forgot to mention something about these fragrances, the performance. The performance on them all is about the same. This one gets really good performance, just about 1.5 to 2 hours of projection with maybe 5 hours of longevity. The same thing for this one. About 2 hours of projection, 4 or 5, 5.5 hours of longevity. I'll just say moderate projection on the group. They all honestly perform about the same. None of them are bad. None of them are exceptional. You're going to get about 1.5 to 2 hours of projection with all of them, and about 4 to 5 hours of longevity. So none of them are just beasts, but none of them are, ducks either. So it's right in the middle. All right, I got 2 more. This one is a favorite of mine as well. Michael Jordan Power. I wore this one the other day. Now what this one smells like, this one is a clone of 1 million. It is very, very similar to 1 million. Is it 100%? No. Will it give you the same vibe and feelings? Yes. It's going to put you in the same ballpark. $7. $7. And these don't, and if you see this video and you want to order these online, do so. And get the tester, because they don't come with tops. So don't worry about it. Just get the tester. I haven't seen this one hardly any. And I picked it up about 3 years ago at Burlington Coat Factory. I think I got all of them from Burlington Coat Factory. And it was like $6.99, $7.99. And, the only problem with them is, of course, the writing fades off the bottle right here. I don't even know if you can see that. But for the price, it doesn't matter. They're real quality fragrances for what you're going to pay for. $7.99, and you're going to smell like you've paid a lot more. A lot more. And considering the fact that this one smells like Nautica Voyage, this one smells like 1 million, this one puts me in the mind of Kenneth Cole or something along those lines. And this, I'm sure that this one smells like something also. I haven't smelled it yet, but I'm sure that it's a clone of something. Just like this one is very, very similar to Rochard's Man and Bond Number 9. And this one is very similar to Aqua D. And like I said, this one was very similar to something in the House of Chanel. So I'm pretty sure that all of those that I just told you about has some type of similarity to a very expensive fragrance. So keep that in mind also. You may be finding a hidden gem, and maybe you can buy them and tell me what they're similar to. Because like I said, Last but not least, this is Michael Jordan. And what this smells like is very, Very clean soap. Very, very nice. Very, very. If you like clean fragrances, then this is one you will definitely like. I don't think it's like Mugler cologne or anything like that type of soap. If you have smelled Sung by Alfred Sung, then it's similar to that, but a little bit more soapy than that. But yeah, that's what this is. This is good, clean soap. So definitely a good one for fresh out of the shower. Definitely good for going to the gym. I could see this being worn to the office. Now, if you're going to wear this to the office, I'm going to tell you, it comes off stronger. Now, the performance on it, it's funny because I'm sure you've all had a fragrance out there that you spray on and you think, man, this sucker is going to perform all day. This is going to be a beast mode fragrance because the projection on it for the first, it projects well for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. But that first 30 minutes of projection, that sucker is kicking. So you like, man, this is going to last all day. Wow, I found a hidden gem. And then 4 hours later, you're like, nah, it died down. It comes out really, really strong, and then it dies out. I mean, it comes out like Holyfield, and then it turns into Buster Douglas. But they were both champs, though. Keep that in mind. So, it does smell good, and I do really, really like this fragrance. This is definitely more of a wintertime. I'm not going to say that. The soap goes good year-round. So I'll say you can wear this year-round. I can see this being worn to the office because it is very, very fresh, soapy. It smells like you just washed your hands with good, high-quality soap is what that smells like. And I could see it being worn on a date night. I could see this being worn. The thing about it is, I got a friend. I'm gonna tell you this real quick. He he comes from money. He's okay. He drives a Harley. He drives a Harley. He rides a Harley. He drives an Audi. When I met him, he was driving a Mercedes. So he can buy anything that he wants. One thing I learned from him is you mix it up. Some things that he wears are expensive and some things are not. Like you may see him one day, he may have on a Joe Rodeo watch and some Italian dress shoes. He may have paid $300 for the Italian dress shoes. And Joe Rodeo watch is not cheap if you know anything about watches. You're talking about $700-800 watch. The next day you see him, he might have on a $3 watch he ordered from Amazon. The point I'm trying to make here is you can take a fragrance like this right here and put on a nice pair of blue jeans and a nice white shirt or a nice shirt and dress it up. And because it smells so crisp, people are going to think you spent a lot of money on it. And that's the name of the game, is to enjoy your fragrances and to feel like, $1 million when you wear them. It's all about that feeling that they invoke. So this one, I think, is one that could easily be dressed up. Yeah, it just smells like good, clean soap, guys. All right, man. Sorry it took so long, but we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fragrances to get through, and that's just the way it is. That's my take on the House of Michael Jordan. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've got anything out there that you want me to get my nose on, let me know. If you have any familiarity with these fragrances, let's talk about them. Leave it in the comments below. If you got anything else you want me to do a review on, let me know and I'll do it. All right, guys. I hope everybody's had a great day. Thank you for tuning in, stopping by, like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, hope everybody has a good hump day. Peace, guys.